on Dixon. Well, Mithun Aswath is with us, managing partner at Kivah Advisors. Mithun, good to have you with us here. Good afternoon. The market is repairing itself after that 350, 400 point fall over the last 2 days. You think, we can kind of pick up from where we left off 2 days back in terms of the overall trend, or is going to get a little more muddled, maybe more sideways from here on? What's your sense?
Yeah, good afternoon, Prashant. I think, the last couple of sessions, we saw some pullback, primarily because of what's happening in the US bond market. You saw yields go up, crossed 4.15 on the 10-year, and even the 30-year yield went up after, the downgrade by Fitch, as well as I think the US Treasury announcing quite a lot of bond issuance. So that has some people ruffled about how yields are moving. But I think on the Indian context, I think the results have been quite strong across the board, and that is keeping stock-specific opportunities quite open across sectors. Also, I think near term for us, I think the RBI policy on the 10th of August will be something that one needs to wait for, just to see whether the RBI is ruffled by what's happening globally, on the vegetable prices locally, and if they provide us guidance that they will see through this bout of vegetable inflation and they see things are okay, that should calm the nerves of investors.
Okay, Mithun, hi, good afternoon. Well, we've been getting some good news, at least today, from the internet companies, right? Zomato's finally hitting that profit mark, 2 crores, and it's actually net profit, not adjusted profit. What's your take on this entire space, your internet platform companies? It's been quite a learning lesson over the last 12 months or so, but stock prices have also moved up, Zomato included. Would you, be interested in this part of the market?
Yeah. Good afternoon, Surabhi. I think on the internet space, the only, obviously Zomato has shown improvement in numbers, and commensurately the stock has reacted. However, longer term, we think, Policy Bazaar or PB Fintech is one of the companies that, uses the internet to acquire business. And we think it has a good moat and a profit model, which could be durable over the next few years. So that is something that we've invested in. We also like, companies like Info Edge. That's another one which I think is well placed. They obviously have investments in, the companies that I talked about. But I'm beyond these. I'm not too sure that we are too positive on anything else at the moment.
Have you been buying any other stocks? You've spoken about PB Fintech in the past and how you like it. I remember in our last conversation, you spoke about some auto ancillaries and auto OEMs like Tata Motors and Eicher Motors. But what has caught your attention in the last 1 month? Anything on the earnings front where there were positive surprises?
Yeah, I think, I think earnings obviously for financials have been very strong. Also, you've seen spaces in the auto side where, they've reported good numbers. What we are actually seeing is, I think over the next few quarters, you will also see pockets like textiles, where, the inventory levels are quite low in the US markets. We'll also see ordering pickup. That is what we sense from, our conversations with garmenting manufacturers and other textile companies. So we could see a second half where, the operating leverage could kick in. And some of these businesses where, expansion of capacity has happened, they will start delivering good numbers. So that is one pocket which looks interesting. Apart from that, in the last few months, we were looking for, certain segments of the market which have still not participated. One of the companies that we liked, and we think it's a structural opportunity for the next few years, is United Spirits. This is basically a subsidiary of Diageo. And the company is embarked upon, focusing on the premium end of the market. So they call it the prestige segment, where, they are looking at that business growing, at about double digits over the next few years. And in last fiscal, they exited some of the popular brands and are focusing only on the premium segments. That should drive profitability as well as growth. So that is something that we like. The company has done admirable, things on the balance sheet. The company has become debt-free. The company also had accumulated losses, which are over now, so they can start with a dividend policy in the coming year. So I think that is a good structural play, and someone with a 3-5 year horizon should definitely reap rewards.
All right. Hi, Mithun. We'll discuss and we'll analyze, I think, United Spirits and its products in the next few hours in further detail, I think. So hope you're going to do the same as well. But for the time being, I wanted to ask you about a sector that suddenly seemed to be making a comeback. That's the real estate space. Would you approach this theme? And there are different ways of approaching it, right? You could go by the core real estate players or building materials or maybe the financiers. Your view on it?
Yeah, afternoon, Nigel. I think, this space as real estate has done well over the last 12-24 months, with rising incomes and, price affordability being good. I think we played it primarily through the building materials space, be it paints or, sanitary ware manufacturers. That's the way we've approached this. Even cement companies, for example, provide you an opportunity. Apart from that, the only one real estate company that we have is Prestige Estates, where, this was mainly a Bangalore-based company, but embarking on a large expansion even in Mumbai. So I think, it continues to be promising. I think growth remains quite robust, but focus more on the building material and ancillaries rather than, pure play real estate companies.
Mithun, thank you very much for joining in. Enjoy your weekend. We'll slip into a very short break. We'll come back and get a check on what dealing rooms are saying in our segment D Street Chatter. We'll also get you a few BTST calls. Stay tuned.